Jai Shishi Guru Varanga Gandhar Vikagiri Dhari Shishi Radha Vinod Vihari Ju ki Jai Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupar Ashuttara Shutta Shishmar Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Gurudeva ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupar Ashuttara Shutta Shishmar Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Vaman Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shuttara Shutta Shishmar Bhaktivedānta Swami Mahārāja Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shuttara Shutta Shishmar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Mahārāja ki Jai Nityal Pravishtam Vishnupara Shuttara Shutta Shishmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki Jai Nityal Pravishta Mahā-Bhagavat Śrīla Gurudeva Babaji Mahārāja ki Jai Nityal Pravishta Śrīla Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki Jai Nityal Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki Jai Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhattu Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhattadasa Raghunath Shar Gosai Prabhu ki Jai Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki Jai Namachay Śrīla Haridas Thakur ki Jai प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल ब्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जय सर्व अभिष्ट प्रदत्त गिरिराज महाराज की जय श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जय श्री मुन देवी गंगा देवी की जय श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय श्री भक्ति देवी की जय श्री पूर्णमासी योगमाया की जय श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल जय श्री सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि की जय Haribol, Dandavat Pranams, Satya Mataji, and whoever is watching on YouTube and Facebook. So today I'm going to be reading this little white booklet called The Speciality of the Gift of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, which my Śrīla Gurudev, Nitila Pravishya Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja wrote for the 500th appearance day of Mahaprabhu. So I only have one screen right now, so it's difficult for me to see everybody who's there. Like unless usually I have a second monitor, but I don't have that now. So just letting you know, I'm not ignoring you if I don't see you immediately. All right. um, all right, so I'm going to share my screen and let's begin. Let's see, how long is it? It is 6,000 words. Okay, I think I can do 6,000 words in 1 hour. Let's see, where is it? I just downloaded it while I was doing Jaidvani. There it is. Let's open it with PDF Expert. Then I can change the colors. Actually, I could change the colors with this as well. All right. Okay, let's do this one. The Speciality of the Gift of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Written in 1986 for the 500th anniversary of the advent of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. 1 second. Oh, and Haribol Vidyalala Sadidi, Madhusudan Prabhu, Raseshwari Mataji, Pramila Mataji, and Suman. Hare Krishna. Oh wow, there's 13 people. I only see a few names here though, because there aren't any comments, but Dandavat Pranams everybody. Okay. We humbly offer this book to our beloved Gurudev Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Śrīmad Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja, who would always dedicate each of his publications to his Gurudev, Śrīmad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja, with the following words. Actually, it changed from book to book, but yeah, this is just a general one. To my holy master, Śrī Gurudeva Charya Kesari Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad Ashtatarashata Śrīmad Bhaktivedānta Keshav Maharaj Gosvāmī Maharaj, the best among the 10th generation of descendants in the Bhagavat Parampara from Śrī Krishna Caitanya Mahāprabhu, and the founder of the Gaudiya Samiti and its branches throughout the world. All right, so oh, thank you, Satyamataji. That's actually very helpful. Okay. So this book is, let's look at the contents of this book. So we'll see what we're reading now. So these are the sections that we'll be reading about. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has two original eternal forms. The unfolding of Sri Gaur Hari's astonishing compassion. The three unique purposes of Sri Gaur Hari's advent. 8 unprecedented distinctions of Sri Gaur Hari's compassion. What are those 8 distinctions? The first one is, no other incarnation bestowed bhakti upon all. 2, Sri Gaur Hari gives prem, pure love of God, without considering qualification. 3, Sri Gaur Hari surrendered, I like this, Sri Gaur Hari surrendered to his mercy potency. 4, only the original Lord can exhibit all other forms of Godhead. 5, Sri Gaur Hari's compassion unfolds fully. 6, Sri Gaur Hari was inconceivably anxious to deliver all souls. 7, Sri Gaur Hari, he who relishes rest to the highest extent and who is supremely merciful to all. And 8, an astonishing speciality of Sri Gaur Lila. And then the last section here we'll read is Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's most sacred gift, Parakya Bhav. And then there's a life sketch of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. We'll see how far we get though. We might skip this life sketch of Mahaprabhu at the end. All right. Hari Bol Krishna Mai Didi. Okay. Is Mahaprabhu's birthplace. All right. Preface. Lakshmi, could you get me some water? Thanks. Okay. We feel most blessed to present to the community of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's devotees, as well as to all spiritually inclined people, this booklet, an English rendering of the speciality of the gift of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. This treatise was originally written in Bengali in the year 1986 for the 500th anniversary of the advent of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, the scheduled yet hidden incarnation for this age of Kali, as established in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and other Vedic literatures. One second, please. Just drink a whole couple. Oh, and my voice might sound a little bit different because the kirtan yesterday. Okay, so this book was composed by Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Gurudeva, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's illustrious personal associate whose sole mission and most prominent speciality, his vaiśiṣṭya, was to give clarity and emphasis to the specific internal nature of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's all-compassionate mission in this world. Śrīla Gurudeva exhibited many specialities in his presentation of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, the philosophical line of Śrīmad Mahaprabhu, which served to direct the souls of this world to avail themselves of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's unprecedented mercy. Examples of this are his untiring glorification of the contribution of Srila Rupa Goswami, who is the first to reveal the truth of Śrīmad Mahaprabhu's inner mission. His expert and sweet presentation of the successive specialities of exalted devotees, as presented by Srila Sanatana Goswami in Sri Brihad-Bhagavatamritam. His enthusing the annual Vrajmandal Parikrama by his extraordinary Harikatha and by his deep and unflinching faith in the boon received by Sri Narad Muni from Sri Krishna himself, that anyone who with faith visits Sri Krishna's pastime places in Braj, touches the dust of those places, and offers pranam, will surely develop Braj Prem in his heart. By singing the speciality of the sacred Parakiya Bhav of Braj, and by establishing the speciality of Mahaprabhu's mood and pastimes in Navadvip, compared to his mood and pastimes in Sri Jagannath Puri, to name just a few. In this way, Śrīla Gurudeva is an unfathomable ocean of transcendental specialities. By his mercy, this sublime treasure, the speciality of the gift of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, has surfaced in our churning of that ocean. This is therefore Śrīla Gurudeva's gift. This is Śrīla Gurudev's gift also. With utmost reverence and care, we are now presenting it to the Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, the most revered circle of Shri Gaur Hari's dear devotees. We are confident that this exposition will be treasured by them, irrespective of their affiliation. We hope that devotees find great relish in becoming absorbed in these esoteric truths, especially at the time of Sri Navadip Parikrama and Sri Gaur Hari's appearance day, and, appreciating their good fortune, embrace these moods, singing the glories of Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga to their heart's satisfaction. We humbly present the gift as a gift to this book, as a gift to Śrīla Gurudeva, just as one worships the Ganga with the water of the Ganga. May Śrīla Gurudeva mercifully accept our humble offering, and being pleased with it, shower his blessings from the eternal abode, so that one day, by his causeless mercy, we may become truly qualified to treasure and follow the specialities of his transcendental teachings, and become his insignificant instruments in conveying those specialities to others. Jai Śrīla Gurudev, Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari, the rays of the harmonist team. Okay, so now we begin. Let's see. Hari Bol, Kishore Prabhu, Jai Nitai, Jai Gaur. The speciality of the gift of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. This is written by Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī, this verse. Namo Mahāvadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. I offer pranam unto Sri Krishna Chaitanya, who is Sri Krishna himself. Having assumed the golden hue of Srimati Radhika, he is most munificently bestowing Krishna Prem, love for Sri Krishna, the rarest of all gifts. Rajendra Nandan Sri Krishna, the son of the king of Braj, is the condensed essence of eternality, cognizance, and bliss, and is the topmost aspect of the supreme absolute truth. He is Swayam Bhagavan, that form of the Lord who has no source other than himself, and who, from beginningless time, has appeared in unlimited forms. Among all these manifestations, his incarnations like Vasudev, Nārāyaṇa, Ram, and Nrsimha are his expansions, or anshas. This is a philosophical conclusion. This is a siddhanta established in the Shrutis, Smritis, and other scriptures, including the crest jewel of all Puranas, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Oh, and there's a footnote here for this verse, Namo Mahāvadanyaya. Let's see. This verse gives the very essence of Śrīmad Mahaprabhu's name, his form, his qualities, and his pastimes. So his name. So it has Nam, Rup, Guna, and Lila, all in one verse. His name, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. His form, golden complexioned, Gauratvishe. His quality, most munificent, Mahāvadanya. And his pastime, bestowing Krishna Prem. Interesting, I never thought about it like that. But yeah, it does have the Nam, Rup, Guna, Lila. There's the Nam, there's the Rup, Gauratvishe, the Gun is Mahāvadanya, and his Lila, Krishna Prema Pradaya. Okay. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has two original eternal forms. Swayam Bhagavan Shri Krishna, the origin of all other incarnations of Godhead, has another eternal form, or swarup, that is not an expansion and yet is eternally manifest with the very quality of being Swayam Bhagavan. The complexion of that swarup is not bluish black, it's not sham, it's not the sham hue of Rajendranandan Shri Krishna. Rather, it is the color of gold. In Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Kara Bhajan Rishi speaks of the worshipful form of Bhagavan in Kali Yuga and the process of worshiping him. He says, this is the 11th canto, chapter 5, verse 32. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yagyai Sankirtana Prayar Yajantihi Sumedasaha. So Kara Bhajan Rishi says, O king, he who perpetually performs kirtan of the two syllables Krish and Na, whose complexion is Akrishna, that's the opposite of deep bluish black, or Gaur, golden, who is surrounded by his own expansions, his angas, such as Śrī Nityananda Prabhu, his upangas, such as Śrī Advaita Acharya. Really? Usually I'm used to hearing his angas being referred to as Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya. And then his upangas are... Anyways, we can look this up after. His upangas, such as Śrī Advaita Acharya, his powerful weapons, the astra, in the form of Śrī Krishna's holy names, and his dear companions, his parshads, such as Śrī Gadadhar, Śrī Sarup Damodar, and Śrī Rai Ramananda, Srivas Pandit, and other pure devotees. He is worshipped by those with deep intelligence through the Sankirtan Yagya, the congregational chanting of the Lord's holy names, by which they make their lives successful. Can I just look this up really quick? Because I thought Upanga, I just want to see what Upanga is. Krishna Varna. Here. Let's see how it's explained in other places. Okay. Okay, so look, this is in Bhajan Rahasya. It says, he is surrounded by his angas, associates, meaning Śrī Nityananda Prabhu and Śrī Advaita Prabhu. And then upangas says servitors, meaning Srivas Pandit and the other pure devotees. And then the parshads means confidential companions like Śrī Sarup Damodar, Śrī Rai Ramananda, Śrī Gadadhar Pandit, and the 6 Gosvāmīs. And then he's endowed with his astra of Hari, his weapon of Harinam, which destroys ignorance. So interesting. Anyhow. Okay. I guess there's different considerations. The prominent commentators on the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, such as Śrīla Sanatana Goswami, Śrīla Jiva Goswami, and Śrīla Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, expounds the meaning of this verse on the unshakable foundation of scriptural evidence and irrefutable logic. They explain that Krishna Varnam means the two syllables Krish and Na, or he who performs kirtan of Krishna's name, form, qualities, pastimes, and associates. And they define Tvisha Krishnam as Gora, or adorned with a golden complexion. Furthermore, it is stated in the Mundaka Upanishad, Yada Pasya Pasyate Rukma Varnam Kartaramisham Purusham Brahma Yonim Tada Vidvan Punya Pape Vidhuya Niranjana Paramam Samyam Upaiti. So I didn't do the right meter for that. That's Mundaka Upanishad 3.1.3. When the living being sees that the entire universe has been manifested by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he whose complexion is beautiful like brilliant gold, Rukmavarna, who is the super soul of all and who is the supreme doer, and when he understands that this same Supreme Personality is the basis of the impersonal Brahma, then that wise living being attains transcendental knowledge and becomes free from both pious and sinful karmic reactions. Thus freed from his connection with the material energy and from the body comprised of that energy, he attains supreme qualitative non-difference from the Lord, along with a spiritual form akin to his. This evidence clearly proves that this golden complexioned personality is also Swayam Bhagavan himself. The complexion of Swayam Bhagavan Shri Krishna is deep bluish black, and the complexion of Swayam Bhagavan Shri Gaurasundar is golden. At this point, the following doubt may arise. Is Swayam Bhagavan, that is, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, actually two separate personalities? The answer is no. This is not possible. Swayam Bhagavan is Ekam Eva Dvitiyam, one without a second. That's from Chandogya Upanishad 6.2.1. This is the sole conclusion of the Shrutis. Para Brahma Swayam Bhagavan is the non-dual absolute truth, the Advaya Gyan Paratattva. And therefore, Swayam Bhagavan Shri Krishna and Swayam Bhagavan Shri Gaurasundar can never be two different persons. In the above verse, the word samyam means possessing qualities or ingenuity like his. In other words, upon receiving darshan, audience of Shri Gaurasundar. Upon receiving darshan, audience of Shri Gaurasundar, the residents of this world become full of prema, pure love for God, just as he is. Furthermore, the potency to bestow that prema upon others is transmitted to them. It is stated, Jare deke tare kohe koho Krishna nam, e mata Vaishnava koilo shab nijagram. At Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 7.101. As empowered representatives of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, they would ask whomever they met to chant the names of Śrī Krishna. In this way, they transformed all of their fellow villagers into Vaishnavas. Therefore, it is the absolute conclusion of the Shrutis, the Smritis, the fifth Veda Mahabharata, and the crest jewel of all scriptural evidence, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, that Śrīmad Mahāprabhu is in fact Swayam Bhagavan, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. And actually, my Gurudev wrote an entire book, or compiled an entire book. Hare Krishna, Yamuna Didi. And Nri Hari Prabhu and Pavatharani Mataji, Hare Krishna. My Gurudev wrote an entire book. It's right here. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, the original form of Godhead. And it is filled, it's filled with, I don't even know how many verses, probably like 100 verses or something. I actually don't know. I have to check out. But yeah, this is all evidence. Upaman praman, evidence through comparison. Sambhav praman, evidence through probability. And then there's an epilogue giving evidence of that Mahaprabhu is himself Swayam Bhagavan. So if anybody has a doubt that Mahaprabhu is not Swayam Bhagavan, they should look at that book. That will put to rest any doubt. The unfolding of Sri Gaur Hari's astonishing compassion. Swayam Bhagavan's compassion, his karuna, when he appears as the golden complexioned Sri Shachinandan, is more extraordinary than his compassion when he appears as the sham-colored son of Sri Nanda Maharaj. Sri Bhagavan is the ocean of compassion, and he is condensed joy personified. His compassion is present within every pastime he performs. In fact, each of his forms, his every incarnation, is overflowing with compassion, for this quality is the inherent quality of Bhagavan's nature. The essence of Godhood, Bhagavata, is the essence of Godhood, Bhagavata, is certainly his madhurya, or sweetness. And it is in his compassion alone that this madhurya manifests. Without the blossoming of his compassion, it would be rare, nay, impossible for one's mind and intelligence to conceive of, remember, or have realization of the Lord's opulence and sweetness, or his transcendental qualities and pastimes, which attract the hearts of all the living entities in the world. What to speak of actually being able to behold them directly? The multitude of jivas, living entities, is the prominent object of Sri Bhagavan's karuna, or tender compassion. To immerse those living entities who are favorably disposed toward him in his pastimes, which are an ocean of ras and full of opulence and sweetness, verily constitutes the unprecedented unfolding or revelation of his merciful compassion. To make the living entities who are averse to him favorably inclined through any means possible is also the unfolding of his compassion. And to annihilate the wicked demons who are opposed to him and his devotees, and then grant them liberation, is even further evidence of the variegated nature of the unfolding of his tender compassion. The root cause of the advent of all the Lord's incarnations, of all his avatars in this material world, is stated in the following words of Śrī Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verses 7 and 8. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srajamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya tachadushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. O descendant of Bharata, whenever there is a decline of religion and an increase of irreligion, at that time I manifest my eternally perfect form in this mundane world. And to protect my unalloyed devotees, annihilate the wicked, and firmly establish religion, I appear in every age. In this way, if we reflect upon the root cause of the advent of all incarnations of Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we can conclude that it is to protect the saintly persons, annihilate the demons, and establish proper religious conduct by destroying irreligion. However, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's advent has three special root causes apart from those mentioned in the above verses. Not even one of these three special causes is seen in relation to any other incarnation. So this is just the very external reason, which can also apply to all the incarnations of Bhagavan. But Mahaprabhu has three special root causes. Not even one of these three special causes is seen in relation to any other incarnation. This is unique and only Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. The three unique purposes of Sri Gaur Hari's advent. Also, I think probably most of you have seen it already, but if you haven't, we made a documentary on the essential teachings of my Gurudev, who would always emphasize the reasons for Mahaprabhu's advent. And so, yeah, it's a 108-minute documentary film. It's on YouTube. I highly recommend it if anyone hasn't seen it yet. Okay. First, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu incarnated as a result of becoming subservient to his own tender compassion. I love that. Second, he descended to bestow the wealth of his own supremely radiant devotion, Swabhakti, which is full of ras. Third, he appeared with a greed to taste that means his Krishna Swarup's unparalleled variegated sweetness as relished by Srimati Radhika. He did this by accepting her mood and complexion. In the following verse, Srila Rupa Gosvāmī, providing the backdrop of Sri Sachinandan Gaur Hari's appearance, mentions the first two reasons. Anarpita chirim chirat karunaya vatirna kalo samarpaitum unato jvala rasam sabhakti shriyam hari purata sundara duti kadamba sandipita Sada hridaya kandare spurato vashachi nandana. That's the second verse of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam by Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī. And also one of the main Mangala Charan verses of Chaitanya Charitamrita. May the son of Shrimati Shachi Devi, Shri Gaur Hari, forever manifest spontaneously within the innermost core of your heart. Adorned with the radiant splendor of molten gold, he has descended in the age of Kali out of his causeless compassion, out of Karuna, to bestow upon the world that which has not been given for an unimaginably long time, the beauty of his own brilliantly radiant Ujjvala Prem Ras Bhakti, service in the highest mellow of amorous love. Okay, so these are the two first reasons. What is that? That's Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu incarnated as a result of becoming subservient to his own tender compassion, his karuna, and to bestow the wealth of his own supremely radiant devotion, svabhakti. Okay, so those are the two first reasons that are expressed in this verse by Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī. And now the third reason is he appeared with a greed to taste his unparalleled variegated sweetness as relished by Srimati Radhika. So we're going to read the verse from that. Now, this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is the sixth verse from the beginning. Regarding the third reason, Srila Swarup Damodar Goswami has said, Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kedrisho Vanayaiva Swadhyodye Narbhuta Madhurima Kedrisho Madiya Sokyam Chasya Maranubhavata Kedrisham Veti Lobhat Tadbhavadhya Samajani Sachigar Samajani Shat. Sorry, let me do that again. Tadbhavadhya Samajani Sachi Garba Sindho Harindu. Yesterday we read an article called Shachi Garba Sindho Harindu from the Dainik Nadia Prakash, right? Okay. How great is the glory of the deeply intense love, the pranay of Shri Radha. What is the nature of my astonishing sweetness, which she alone relishes? And what special kind of happiness does she experience upon tasting my sweetness? Intense greed to taste these three things arose within the heart of Sri Krishna. And to fulfill that intense desire, he took birth from the womb of Mother Sri Shachi, like the full moon rising from the ocean. So these are the three reasons. Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima, to see how the Mahima of Shri Radha's pranay, of her love. And then the Arbhuta Madhurima, his own astonishing sweetness that she relishes. And then the Sokyam Madhu Anubhavata, and then the happiness that she Anubhavata, that she experiences upon tasting my sweetness. So 1, 2, 3. Pranaya Mahima, the Arbhuta Madhurima, and the Sokyam. These three things. Okay. Although the fundamental reasons behind all the incarnations, all the avatars, that is, protecting the devotees, annihilating the demons, and establishing the true religion, the Yuga Dharma for the age. So although these fundamental reasons behind all the incarnations exhibits exhibit Bhagavan's compassion for all living beings, the word karuna, tender compassion, is not clearly stated as being the reason for the appearance of any incarnation other than Shri Gaur Hari. Yeah, we don't, in all those definitions, all those explanations there, the word karuna wasn't specifically used, even though these are all acts of karuna. But no, with Mahaprabhu, karuna is like very prominent. Therefore, the compassion that Bhagavan exhibits as Śrī Gaur is so much greater than that exhibited by any other incarnation. Indeed, such a vast distinction has never before been manifested. In this regard, we present the following considerations. 8 unprecedented distinctions of Śrī Gaur Hari's compassion. On Haribol Bhaktaran Tracy and Vangsiwala Prabhu and Ganga Mataji and Vishaka Didi. Haribol. Okay, so 8 unprecedented distinctions of Śrī Gaur Hari's compassion. 1. No other incarnation bestowed bhakti upon all. As previously stated, the reason Sri Bhagavan accepts unlimited incarnations is to protect devotees, annihilate demons, and establish true religion. According to scriptures such as Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, even the unfathomably deep and shoreless oceans are unable to properly bathe even one bodily hair of any of those influential incarnations like Matsya, Kurma, and Varaha. Yet, there is no possibility of these incarnations bestowing bhakti. Whoa. And avatars such as Sri Nrsimha, Vaman, and Parshuram remain exclusively confined to the specific purposes of the respected advents. Avatars such as Kapila and Dattatreya only instructed Sankhya Yoga, the yoga of analytical study of material elements. And a description of bestowing bhakti is not to be found in avatars like Buddha. Of all the avatars, only Sri Ramachandra and Sri Krishna Chandra attracted all living entities. Still, in regard to bestowing bhakti, rag bhakti, they did not exhibit particular magnanimity, even to their own close associates. Sri Ramachandra proposed the benedictions of sense enjoyment, bhog, and liberation, moksha, to associates such as Lomasha Rishi, Sharabhanga, Sutikshna, the rishis of Dandakaranya, and even Kakabhushandi. There's a footnote here. It says, these exalted associates of Lord Ram were not interested in personal enjoyment, and therefore they did not actually accept bhog or moksha from him. Sri Bhagavan reveals the exalted disposition of his pure devotees through such pastimes. In this way, Sri Ramachandra, he kept bhakti, that is rag bhakti, concealed. And there's a footnote here. It says, see Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, chapter 8, verse 18, as quoted on page 10. Oh, okay. All right. Sri Ramachandra is Maryada Purushottam, the incarnation of the Lord who establishes the rules of proper religious etiquette and conduct. It can therefore be understood that for him to conceal bhakti, that is rag bhakti, is actually appropriate, for by withholding the bestowal of that bhakti, the etiquette of religious principles, maryada, was not transgressed. Yet, for Sri Krishna, who is Lila Purushottam, the incarnation of the Lord who relishes superlative ever-fresh pastimes, and who apparently transgressed maryada to some extent, it was certainly appropriate to be magnanimous by granting that same bhakti, rag bhakti. But he also, to a large degree, concealed such swa-bhakti to him. So Maryada Purushottam, he fully concealed rag marg bhakti, and Krishna, Lila Purushottam Shri Krishna, to a large degree, he concealed swabhakti to himself. Rajapatin Guru Alam Bhavatam Yadunam Daivam Priya Kulapati Kwa Chaking Karova. Astve namanga bhagavan bhajatam mukunda muktim dadati karhichit smana bhakti yogam. That's Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 5, 6, 18. O king, it is true that Bhagavan Mukunda has become the maintainer, guru, worshipful deity, beloved, master, and sometimes even the servant of you and the Yadavas. Still, although that Bhagavan Sri Krishna easily grants liberation to those who worship him, he does not easily give them bhakti to himself. That's what it says in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. He does not easily give them bhakti to himself. Krishna jadi chute bhakte bhukti mukti diya, kabu prem bhakti na den rakhen lukaya. That's Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila 8:18. Sri Krishna immediately delivers liberation, mukti, or worldly sense pleasure, bhukti, according to the devotee's desires. But he does not easily give pure, unalloyed, loving devotion, prem bhakti. Indeed, that he keeps hidden. Okay, so that was this first speciality, this first distinction of Sri Gaurahari's compassion. Is that no other incarnation bestowed bhakti upon all. You won't see this in any other incarnation that they bestowed bhakti upon everybody. Now, the second distinction of Mahaprabhu from all the other avatars. Sri Gaurahari gives prem, pure love of God, without considering qualification. In this way, in all his forms, the Lord who can make the impossible possible keeps his bhakti hidden, even from those who worship him. However, in his form of Sri Gauranga, in order to inundate all jivas with bhakti ras via his instructions, touch, glance, and inspiration, he accepted sannyas, the renounced order, and traveled broadly. And he sent his associates throughout the land as his emissaries, manifesting deities and devotional scriptures through them. Thus, he freely and generously, with both hands, distributed pure love for his holy name. Srila Rupa Gosvāmī states, Santvavatara Bhava Pankaja Navasya Sarvata Bhadra Krishnara Anya Kova Latashvapi Premado Bhavati. That's from the Lagu Bhagavatamrita Purvakanda 303. Let that form of Bhagavan, who has a lotus stemming from his navel, expand unlimited incarnations, replete with all auspiciousness. But apart from Sri Krishna, who else can bestow prem upon surrendered souls? This is indeed true, but according to the Gita verse, Ye yata mang prapadyante, that's Bhagavad Gita 4:11, in whichever way a person surrenders to me, I reciprocate with him accordingly. So according to that, in whichever way a person surrenders to me, I reciprocate with him accordingly. Sri Krishna bestows bhakti in proportion to one's faith and qualification, neither less nor more, but the exact proportion only. It is a fact that Sri Krishna's name is supremely magnanimous and merciful. In the past, present, and future, when chanted to indicate something else, sanket, jokingly, parihas, antagonistically, stoba, or even disrespectfully, hela, even if it's chanted like that, his name has delivered, is delivering, and will continue to deliver even those who chant a semblance of the name, namapas. Nevertheless, Krishna nama kore aparadhir vichar, Krishna bolile aparadhir na hoy vikar. It's Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 8:24. So even though by chanting namabas, a person will be delivered, but from this verse of Chaitanya Charitamrita, we learn that in the chanting of Krishna Nam, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, offenses are seriously considered. For this reason only, an offender does not experience any spiritual transformation while chanting. Okay, so there's some concession for namabas, but namaparad, no. But in contrast, we find this verse in relation to the sacred name of Gaur. Chaitanya Nityanande nahi esha bhavichar, nama loite prem den bahe ashrudhar. That's the next, no, that's verse 31 of that same chapter, chapter 8 in Adi Lila. In regard to chanting the names of Śrī Caitanya and Nityananda Prabhu, such considerations do not exist. Rather, these names bestow prem upon the chanter, and tears of pure love cascade from his eyes. There isn't all this consideration of aparad and all that, but the names of Chaitanya and Nityananda. Not only this, E manadoyalo Prabhu nahi tribhuvane, Krishna prem janmai jardur darshane. In the three worlds, there is no master as merciful as he, by whose mere audience Krishna prem awakens. Okay, so now we come to number 3. Shri Gaur Hari surrendered to his mercy potency. Okay. In this way, in the matter of bestowing prem, Śrīmad Mahaprabhu's karuna, his compassionate mercy, did not consider who is deserving and who is not. Considering all to be deserving, his mercy, his karuna, compassionate mercy, she immediately granted prem to whomever she came across. She personally made those who were undeserving eligible and filled them with the nectar of prem. Unnata Ujjvala Swabhakti, the Lord's own brilliantly radiant service mood and the highest mellow of amorous love, is extremely difficult to obtain even for the Lord's dearmost associates like Sri Narad. So what to speak of Sadha Bhaktas? However, when Shri Gaur Hari's karuna extended herself without any obstruction, fully retaining her independence, that supremely rare nectar of Unnata Ujjvala Prem inundated the whole world like a powerful flood. Śrīmad Mahaprabhu gave full freedom to his unprecedented mercy, his karuna potency, telling her, Karuna, I surrender unto you. In whichever direction you choose, however far you want to go, and to whatever place you want to travel, drown everyone, the offenders, the antagonists, the neutral, the faithful, the faithless, the ordinary devotees, and the special devotees in the flood of prem. The neutral, the faithful, and the faithless, the ordinary devotees and the special devotees. And it doesn't matter. Inundate everyone in the flood of prem. In this flood of prem, first the hills of Kulia, the blasphemous students of Navadip, then the valley of Nilachal, Advaitavadis such as Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and last, the highest peaks of the mountains of Kashi, the offender Advaitavadi, Prakashananda Saraswati, and his 60,000 disciples. Even everybody they were all drowned beneath the bottom of abyss, Atal. Shri Gaur's tender compassion has such unparalleled sweetness, such astonishing gaiety, such incomparable magnanimity, and such unprecedented distinction that it is not seen even in Lila Purushottam Shri Krishna, who can also bestow prem. Wow. The other day in our Nurturing the Seed session, what was the verse that we went over by Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur at the very end? What did it say? It's this verse. Helo dhunita kedaya vishadaya gon milad amoda. Sorry, that verse anyways. It says, where is it? Your boundless mercy and the freedom of unmeasuring love recklessly distributes the most valuable benediction without any restriction. Please awaken your causeless mercy within my heart. I love it. It recklessly distributes the most valuable benediction without any restriction. Okay, 4. Only the original Lord can exhibit all other forms of Godhead. Just checking the comments here. Hare Krishna Prishti Roy. Okay, only the original Lord can exhibit all other forms of Godhead. Each of Bhagavan's other incarnations that he exhibits in this world maintains the same particular form from the beginning of that incarnation's advent until the end. Only when he appeared as Śrī Krishna did he reveal other forms. He showed his 4 arms form to Devaki and Vasudeva, and also to the gopis, his universal form to Arjuna, and his form of Sri Ram to Hanuman and Dwarka. This is possible for Śrī Krishna because he is Swayam Bhagavan, that form of the Supreme Lord who has no source other than himself. But other avatars, such as Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Nrsimha, and Sri Ram, did not at any point manifest a form other than their own. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, however, showed devotees the particular form of Bhagavan that they cherished, and he did this before everyone present. He showed his form. He showed his Nrsimha form to Srivas and to Nrsimhananda, and his Sri Ram form, along with Sri Ram's associates, to Murari Gupta. He manifested his Yagya Varaha form, Lord Boar, the form of sacrifice, his 4-armed form, his 6-armed form, or his 8-armed form to some, and his form as Śrī Krishna holding a flute to others. And he manifested his form as Rasaraj Mahabhav to Sri Rai Ramananda. And there's a footnote, Rasaraj Mahabhav. Rasaraj is he who is king and relishing all transcendental mellows, that is Śrī Krishna, and Mahabhav, she who is the quintessence of all loving emotions for Krishna, that is Srimati Radhika. The term Rasaraj Mahabhav therefore refers to the combined form of Shri Radha Krishna. So he manifested that form to Rai Ramananda. Along with the fact that he is directly Swayam Bhagavan, this attribute establishes his prominence among all of his other incarnations. Wow, that's very neat. Yeah, we see that. What was the pastime? It was called the Sat Prahariya Bhav, the 21-hour ecstasy, the Mahaprakash pastime of Mahaprabhu, when he revealed all these different forms to all the different devotees. But we don't see this in any other incarnation. Now, 5. The 5th distinction of Mahaprabhu from all other avatars. Sri Gaur Hari's compassion unfolds fully. In all of Bhagavan's other incarnations, he protected the saintly persons who thus directly experienced his tender compassion. And by establishing true religion, the Lord benefited the sincere devotees of the absolute truth. Thus, they too experienced his mercy. In those incarnations, Bhagavan annihilated the demons and granted them a spiritual destination. Thus, he is known as spiritual gati. Thus, he is known as Hatari Gati Dayak, he who bestows a spiritual destination upon those demoniac persons he kills. Shri Krishna not only gave liberation, he didn't only give mukti to the demons he slayed, but he even granted liberation to those who were killed by his associates, such as Arjuna and Bhima. The Lord's compassion for the demons is a cause of wonder. He even gave the demoness Putana the status of his own nurse. But at what moment did the demons have any realization of the compassion Bhagavan Shri Krishna bestowed upon them? It was only after their death, upon attaining a place at his lotus feet, that they realized it. As long as they were alive, they had no experience of it at all. Nor could any of their relatives, such as their sons or wives, realize that compassion or karuna, save Kaliya and his wives. Up until their very last breath, these demons and their families were convinced that Krishna had treated them only with cruelty. For these reasons, in all of Bhagavan's other incarnations, the unfolding of the sweetness of his karuna was incomplete. On the other hand, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu never carried any type of weapon, nor did he take anyone's life. Rather, he purified the consciousness of all beings by giving them the holy name of the Lord. Śrī Gaur did not annihilate the demons themselves. Rather, he destroyed their demoniac disposition. This unique speciality is seen exclusively in this avatar. For example, Jagai and Madhai, Chand Kazi, the blasphemous students in Navadvip, and the impersonalist Prakashananda Saraswati of Kashi and his disciples, they were all inimical to Sri Vishnu and the Vaishnavas. And thus, they were severe offenders. They were aparadis, severe aparadis. Yet, by the tender compassion of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, they all became Mahabhagavats, along with their respective wives, sons, and disciples. In their very lifetime, they realized and relished the sweetness of his unprecedented compassion. Thus, they were blessed, and their lives became successful. The sixth distinction of Mahaprabhu. Sri Gaurahari was inconceivably anxious to deliver all souls. All souls. When Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu used to meet with his associates, he would inquire for them how all the jivas could be delivered. This included all the animals, birds, grass, creepers, shrubs, and all other moving and non-moving living beings. Associates such as Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Advaita Prabhu, and Sri Haridas Thakur would reply, "Through your resounding Harinam Sankirtan, all moving and non-moving living beings will certainly be delivered. Simply by being touched by the air that has mingled with the sounds of pure Nam, a person is certain to be delivered. It is a fact that the unprecedented manner in which the Lord's Karuna unfolds through the propagation of loud Sri Nam Sankirtan, as witnessed in the avatar of Sri Gaur, is not seen in any other incarnation. Nor do we see that any other incarnation possesses such an intense mood of eagerness to deliver the living entities as does Sri Gaur. Besides Sri Gaur Hari, no other form of Bhagavan personally taught the living entities of this world how to propagate and practice the precepts and conduct of bhakti." Yes, he showed by his own example of how to propagate and practice the precepts and conduct of bhakti. 7. Sri Gaur Hari, he who relishes ras to the highest extent and who is supremely merciful to all. Raseshwari Mataji says, "This is my favorite little book, I think. Jaya Gauranga." I think I could say the same, yes. This is my favorite little book as well. Sri Gaur Hari, he who establishes ras to the highest extent and is supremely merciful to all. It is stated in Śrī Caitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 4:16. Rasika Shekhar Krishna Parama Karuna. Krishna is Rasik Shekhar, he who relishes ras to the highest extent, and Parama Karuna, he who is supremely merciful to all. When we reflect upon this, we can see that it is indeed true that Krishna is a rasik, an enjoyer of ras, and Karuna, compassionate. Nevertheless, as long as he has not accepted the mood, the bhav, and complexion, the kanti, of Srimati Radhika and appeared as Śrīmad Mahāprabhu, he can neither relish ras to the highest extent nor be supremely merciful to all. This is because in his pastimes as Krishna, his three desires remained unfulfilled. It was only in his pastimes as Sri Gaur that he fulfilled and relished them and truly became Rasik Shekhar, the crest jewel of those who relish transcendental mellows. Wow. So Krishna is Rasik and Krishna is Karuna, but Mahaprabhu is Rasik Shekhar and Parama Karuna. No, actually, no. It says Krishna is Rasik Shekhar and Parama Karuna. Okay, Krishna is Rasik Shekhar and Parama Karuna, but Mahaprabhu is even more Rasik Shekhar and more Parama Karuna. Yes, okay. Shri Krishna stole butter, and he also stole the hearts of the gopis. But he could not steal Shri Radha's complexion or her moods of Madan, Modan, and Mohan, which are her very own nature. For this reason, Shri Rai Ramananda says, Radha Bhava Duti Suvalitam Nomi Krishna Sarupam. I offer my obeisances again and again to that Krishna who is resplendent with the luster and intrinsic mood of Srimati Radhika. By granting liberation to the demons, Krishna relieves the burden of the earth, and thus he is Karuna, or merciful. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, however, without the slightest hesitation, distributed prema, which is difficult for Brahma himself to attain, even to offenders. For this reason, the superlative adjective is used, and he is known as Parama Karuna, supremely merciful and compassionate. Okay, now we come, I think there's 8, right? 8 distinctions? Yes. So this is the last one, number 8. The 8th distinction of Mahaprabhu from all other avatars. An astonishing speciality of Sri Gaur Lila. There's yet another exceptional speciality of Śrīmad Mahaprabhu's Karuna. Krishna Prem will awaken in the heart of whoever utters the name of Gauranga. He who accepts the shelter of Gauranga will attain Rajendra Nandan Shri Krishna and his associates. One who takes shelter of the land of Gaura Mandal will attain eternal residence in Raj, Shri Gaura Mandala Bhumi Jeva Jane Chintamani, Tar Hoy Vraja Bhumi Vas. Aho, those who drown in the ocean of the transcendental moods of Shri Gaura's love will float in the waves of Prem Bhakti for Shri Shri Radha Madhav, as attained by Śrīla Narottam Das Thakur, as stated by Śrīla Narottam Das Thakur. Jai Gauranger Namaloy, Tar Hoy Premodoy, Tare Mui Jai Bolihari. Prem will awaken in that person who utters Gauranga's holy names. I give my heart and soul to him and exclaim, excellent, bravo, Jai Bolihari. Gaurange Rasangi Gane, Nitya Siddha Kori Mane, Se Jai Rajendra Sutta Pasha, Shri Gaura Mandala Bhumi, Jeva Jane Chintamani, Tar Hoy Braja Bhume Vasa, Tar Hoy Braja Bhume Vas. That person who accepts that Gauranga's personal associates are eternally perfected souls, that they are Nitya Siddha, is promoted to the transcendental abode of Rajendra Sutta, the son of the king of Braj. One who knows the divine land of Shri Gaura Mandal to be transcendental touchstone, Chintamani, is in truth a resident of the land of Braj. Gaura Prema Rasar Nave, Shetarange Jeba Dube, Shri Radha Madhava Yantaranga, Shri Radha Madhava Yantaranga. Gaur Prem is an ocean of ras. One who dives deep within the waves of that ocean becomes a confidential associate of Shri Shri Radha Madhav. How astonishing! One drowns in the Indian Ocean and arises in the Pacific Ocean. One drowns in the ocean of Gaur Prem and surfaces in the ocean of Radha Krishna Prem. One accepts the shelter of the associates of Gaur and becomes the maidservant, the dasi of Srimati Radhika. This is an astonishing speciality of Gaur Lila. Jai Shachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai. Wow. Okay, so let's see. This is the last section. Let's see if we have time to read it. I mean, it's already been 1 hour, but this isn't short. This isn't very long. So let's read this. I meant to say this isn't very long. Oops. Okay. Okay, so Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's most sacred gift, Parakiya Bhav. Also in the realm of sadhya, the goal, sadhan, the spiritual practice to attain it, and upasana, the process of worship. The significance of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's gift stands as even more radiant and incomparable. Lucid insight into the subject of Parakya Bhav, that's transcendental paramour love, is found in Shri Krishna Karnamrita, in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam's Ras Panchadhyaya, the five chapters describing Shri Krishna's Ras Leela, and in the songs of Shri Chandidas and Vidyapati. However, prior to the advent of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, no other Vaishnavacharya had imparted such explicit teachings on Parakya Bhav in regard to sadhya and sadhan. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu's one-pointed followers who fulfill his heart's inner desire, his manopishta, such as Srila Sanatana Gosvāmī, Srila Rupa Gosvāmī, and Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, they have established in their authoritative books like Sri Brihad-Bhagavatamritam, Sri Ujjvala Nilamani, and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita respectively, that Parakya Bhav is the only and ultimate conclusive truth, the siddhanta, in the matter of the transcendental goal and the means to attain it. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 4 verses 47 to 49 states, Parakya bhave atira ser ulas, vraja vina ihar anyatra nahi vas. In Parakya Bhav, the mood of transcendental paramour love, there is extreme jubilation and ras. This mood does not reside anywhere other than in Vraj. Vrajavadu ganer e bhava nirabadi, tarmadeshi radhaya bhaver avadi. This mood is without limit in the young brides of Vraj. Among them, it culminates in Shri Radha. Prodha nirmala bhav prema sarvotama, Krishner madhurya rasa ashvada karan. Her mature, immaculate love surpasses that of all others and is the sole cause of her relishing the nectar of Shri Krishna's transcendental sweetness. Oh, we have a full kirtan here. Okay, let me get the mridanga and then we can sing this properly. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to get the mridanga. Now, there. All right. Okay, so Srila Premananda Das Thakur has also sung with great joy. 1 second, let me just put this mic up. Emon Shachira Nandana, Emon Shachira Nandana, Bine. Shachir Nandana Bine Aprema Bole Naam Ati Arbhuta Shruta Hoito Kar Kane. Aho, without the mercy of Sri Gaur Sundar, the son of Shachi, who could have ever heard that extremely wonderful word, prem? I'm going to do the translation first and then the verse. Who else would have told us the unlimited glories and transcendental qualities of Sri Krishna's holy name? If Sri Gaur Hari had not appeared and described the unfathomable sweetness of Vrindavan, who could have become immersed in the sweetness of that Vrindavan? Shri Krishna Name Swaguna Mahima Ke bajana to yaar O Vrinda Vipiner Mahamadurima Pravisha hoi to kara. Without Rasik Shekhar Shri Gaur Hari, who else would have informed us of the sweetness relished by Shri Radha and the astonishing glories of her Madhur Ras, her amorous love, which embodies the highest stages of Mahabhav, that is Modan, Madan, and various other ecstasies. Before Shri Shachinandan Gaur Hari revealed her Anubhavs and divine sattvic transformations, who was able to comprehend this subject? Keva janaito radhar madhurya rasajasha chamatkara hotaranubhav satvika vikar gochara chilo vakara. Without him, who could have understood the transcendental pastimes of Raj, such as Ras Lila and Maharas, the loving affairs and the reality, the tattva of Parakiya Ras? Who made it possible to know the glories of the gopis and the limits of their transcendental transitory emotions, the Vyabhichari bhavs? Avraje je vilas Rasa Maharas Prema Parakiya Tattva Gopir Mahima Vyabhichari Sima Karaya Bhagati Chilo Eta Karavagati Chilo Eta. O age of Kali, you are most blessed and glorious. For within you, Shri Gaur Hari and Shri Nityananda Prabhu have appeared on this earth out of their supreme compassion. They filled the world with the revelation of such superlative transformations of prema, which were incomprehensible even to Shri Brahma. Adanya Kali Danya Nitai Caitanya Parama Karuna Kori Avedya Gochar Je Prema Vikar Avedya Gochar Je Prema Vikar Aprakashe Jagata Without discriminating between who is elevated and who is fallen, they embraced everyone and granted this prema. Shri Premananda says, O brothers, wander in this world, keeping that Shri Gauranga locked in the core of your heart. Ayutamaya Dhamma Kichuna Jachia dile ko uttamaya dhamma kichu na pachilo Jachia dile ko he premanande emon korange ko he premanande emon korange Antare Doriya Don Hoy Antare Doriya Don Emon Shachiranandana Vine Emon Shachiranandana Vine Emon Shachiranandana Shachiranandana Vine O Prema Bole Namati Arbhuta Shuddha Hoito Karkane O Prema Bole Namati Arbhuta Shuddha Hoito Karkane Jaya Shachinandan Jaya Gaura Hari Shachinandan Jaya Gaura Hari O Okay, so the joyfulness and saturation of extreme sweetness that exists in the speciality of Śrī Gaura's Karuna as she blossoms and reveals herself is wholly indescribable and incomparable. This absolute sweetness is seen in Śrī Gaura's manifesting his very own nature, his very own Swarup, and his purifying of degraded persons, and his bestowing Swa-Bhakti Shriyam, the beauty of his own loving devotion, and his delivering the jivas of the future, and his illuminating the highest limits of the very constitutional nature of all living beings, or in other words, and his revealing the utmost limit of their Krishna Prem, and his distributing Nam Prem, the holy name uttered in pure love of God, and above all, and his relishing the incomparable loveliness of Sri Krishna. The sweetness of the revelation of Śrī Gaura's divine compassion is not witnessed in any other age, nor manifest in any other form of Bhagavan. Therefore, Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati has said, O saintly persons, O sadhus, my sincere request is that you place everything else at a distance and develop deep, single-pointed attachment to the lotus feet of Śrī Caitanya Chandra. Jai Śrī Caitanya Chandra Sachinandan Gaura Hari Ki Jai. Jai. Jai Śrīla Gurudeva Ki Jai. Wow, that was quite an intense. Sorry, Jai. One second. No problem. That was quite a beautiful. What to say? That was one of the most beautiful glorifications of Sachinandan Gaura Hari I've ever read. So I guess that's the end of our reading for today. And tomorrow we will continue reading from Śrī Caitanya Bhāgavatam, Antya Kanda. We're going to begin chapter 3. So, alright, I'll just do a quick Mahamantra and then we can finish. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Jai Sachinandan Gaura Hari Ki Jai. All right. So now, I'll do a short Jaidvani. I know we've gone on for a long time, and then, we'll end. Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shishmad Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Gurudeva Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shishmad Bhaktivedānta Vamana Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shishmad Bhaktivedānta Swāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shishmad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosvāmī Mahārāja Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashatarashata Shishmad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Gosvāmī Prabhupada Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishta Mahābhagavat Nityalila Pravishta Mahābhagavat Śrīla Gaurkishore Babaji Mahārāja Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishta Śrīla Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai Nityalila Pravishta Vaishnav Sarva Bhoma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Mahārāja Ki Jai Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga Ki Jai Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Dasagurnath Sharda Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem se Koho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Kshetra Mandala, Gora Mandala, Vraja Mandala, Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj ki jai. Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kunda ki jai. Shri Yamuna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki jai. Jai Shri Antardvip Mayapur Yogapit ki jai. Jai Shri Shachinandan Gaur Hari ki jai. Jai Shri Jagannath Mishra ki jai. Shri Shachi Mata ki jai. Shri Vishwarup ki jai. Shri Vishnu Priya Devi ki jai. Shri Lakshmi Priya Devi ki jai. All the associates of Shri Gaur Hari ki jai. Swaparshad Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtana ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shinitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Vo. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavataya Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyashta Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat Pranam Satya Mataji and Nri Hari Prabhu and Pavatarani Mataji. Hare Krishna. And I see Haribo, Dandavat. And I see there are 13 people on YouTube and Facebook. But I can only see the names of those who wrote comments. So this Vidya Lala Sadidi, Madhusudan Prabhu, Raseshwari Mataji, Pramila Mataji, Suman, Kishore Prabhu, Yamuna Didi, Ganga Mataji, and Vishaka Didi, Bhaktaran Tracy, Vangshiwala Prabhu, Brishti Roy, Amit Dandekar, oh, and Raseshwari Mataji. Yeah, I used to read 1.5 hours. Did we change? Well, it's just because some devotees, like, because it's an hour later in America now, and so for some devotees it's like almost midnight when I finish, and so that's why I was trying to end earlier. But yeah, I would like, I don't know, I want to arrange our Chaitanya Bhagavat reading so that we finish on Vrindavan Das Thakur's disappearance day, and then like a few days after that we'll start our Bhaktivedānta Thakur Kirtan program where we'll go through every single song of Srila Bhaktivedānta Thakur, like all his 4 songbooks. And also, I was thinking maybe we could read Harinam Chintamani. That was just an idea that came to my mind. And then we'll also be reading from Dainik Nadia Prakash and Raise of the Harmonists. So I want to arrange everything so that all the readings work out nicely. So I'll have to figure that out. All right, Dandavat Pranams, everybody. Okay, Kishore, I will convey your Haribol to them all. All right. Hare Krishna, everybody. Dandavat Pranams, everybody. See you all tomorrow to continue our reading, our daily reading of Śrī Caitanya Bhāgavatam. Dandavat Pranams.
Dandavat Pranams to all. Kishore too.
Haribol. Hare Krishna. Oh, and it looks like I'm going to be staying in Mayapur for a while now, because there's still a lot of festivities going on. Well, not festivities, but Madhav Maharaj is staying at our place for another 5 days. So yeah, I'll be here for a while. And then it looks like they might be even selling the place in a couple months. So I don't even know where I'm going to stay, what I'm going to do. It's interesting time.
But, we all have to figure something. You got to be stable. Your work is invaluable, Prabhu.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I mean, every option for me is really great. So I'm not I'm happy about whatever happens. So
I know you're such a Vaishnava brahmachari.
Haribol.
Haribol.
Haribol. Dandavat Pranams. Okay. See you all tomorrow. Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai